right there. Hit the like button.
Here we go. The sprint in Shanghai. And it's lights out and away we go.
All right, here we go. John Felix qualified 16th. Made it to the second round, but could advance beyond that. Had a spin. No major damage to the car. No harm done. And he now slides into 15th. Adam down at 19th right now. He did not make it through the first round of qualifying. But we are coming to you from Shanghai. We've got the 19-lap sprint race. And then the Grand Prix to follow. John Felix running. Oh, man. I thought that was damage.
Yes, the DRS is active.
Man, I thought we had an accident already. We've had a lot of early contact in these races, so I'm a little gun shy, as I was saying. John Felix with the upgraded level 3 underfloor. He's got a number 2 suspension. Adam is running the second suspension. Just haven't had a chance to crank out the parts yet to keep both cars up to speed. Currently researching that third suspension, or will be researching a third suspension as soon as we have some time. So here we go. John Felix 15th. As we said, Adam now in 20th. High hopes for John Felix today in both these races. I feel like we've got a good car. Felix looking to get past Hadjar, and he does. Coming through the turn, moving up to 14th. Looking at a 1.8 second gap to Albin ahead of him in 13th. Hadjar sticking behind him. Not going to give up easy. Thought Hadjar was falling back. Apparently he's got some sort of mechanical fault. Seemed like he was there and then he wasn't. All right, 15 to go already here in this sprint. Prince Adam overtakes Behrman. Let's jump in for that.
Let's have a look as we go into the 13th corner. It's there for the taking. And the overtake is made.
All right, good work. And there's Antonelli slipping past John Felix, dropping Felix to 15th.
We think there's still opportunities here.
Now, in qualifying, I mentioned that John Felix did spin. He obviously got into the second round to start 16th, but then in the second round on his in lap, he did spin in the final turn, and that shook his confidence. So we ran him out for another quali, not expecting that he would make the first round, but hoping that that would improve his confidence a little bit. So he's trying to rebuild that. We can take a look to see where he's at right now.
Okay, I'm right behind now.
So confidence is back up to high, so that's good. We're sitting here in 14th, striking distance to the next two cars. If you're thinking top 10, you've got 3.5 from Albon to Sonoda, and then 2.5 to Stroll in 10th. So not undoable.
How's this tile?
We decided to push here just because I felt like we were starting to drift away. Wanted to save this for a little bit later, but let's take our shot, see if we can't get back with these two.
Car ahead is Albon. That's 0.7. Okay, we don't want to lose too much time.
So now we caught up a bit. Thought we'd back off on the tires a little bit. Here we go, making our move to Albon. Sliding into 13th, John Felix getting it done. Heck.
Well done, mate. 1.1.
Kimi Antonelli now 1 second ahead. We're making our move on him. John Felix feeling it right now. Moves up into 12th. Kick that off for a bit.
Good job. This car ahead is Sonoda.
So Felix moves into 12th. Pretty good gap though to Sonoda. We can figure out a way to catch him. Could be a good day for the sprint race. Trying to bring this down under 3 seconds. This is the closest it's been since we moved into 12th. There we go, down to 2.8. We are burning our tires a bit though, using our ERS to do this. Down under 2.5. But now it's doable. Now it's a 1.5 seconds.
4 laps to go. Okay, E12. Okay, ahead of you is Sonoda.
We are watching John Felix trying to
So this is what happened.
take
Now
a
look,
peek in here.
We head into turn 2. The opportunity's there.
Nice work by Prince Adam.
And the
Moving into
overtake is made.
17th. And we will shift focus back to Felix. Now that's over 2 seconds now. We're going to deploy.
Overtake available.
You can stop, lift and coast. You can use energy. Use energy. You can use energy.
Let's let Adam run. He earned it. He earned his way back into it. Dealing with that front wing. Now Felix back down to a 2.5 seconds to Sonoda.
Deep breath. We're going to be okay.
If we get the Sonoda, we can get the signs.
Lap is the last one. Next lap is the last one.
So there's Yuki right there. 1.2. Very happy with the run for Adam in 17th right now. Stuck with it today, but we are focused on John Felix. 1 second behind Tsunoda.
Sights ahead. 0.9, 0.9.
So he's
There are opportunities ahead.
he is essentially 2 seconds away from 10th. Leaders on the final lap. We got signs now in front of us as Tsunoda takes 10th. Here we go, making the move. Getting ahead of Carlos Sainz in the turn. There's Yuki right there. Final lap trying to run down 10th place.
Good job. So you up here 11.
Here we go officially on the final lap.
This is the last lap.
We're just throwing everything we got at him. Just want to cool that
Use the
tire a little
overtake
bit
button.
just for a second.
Big lift and coast now.
All right, so here we go. About halfway through the lap now. Sonoda 10th, John Felix 11th. Trying to fight through this thing. Got the tires, but they got pretty hot. All right, here we go.
Pack is low.
Tsunoda just pulled away from us on that straight.
Leclerc is the winner in today's sprint.
Charles Leclerc takes the checkered flag. Verstappen, Norris, Lawson 4th, Hamilton 5th, but we got business to do here. Yuki is right there. Battling for a top 10, but it looks like we're going to come up about a half second short.
That's the checkered flag. Okay, we're P11.
Wow, we really would have loved to have grabbed 10th, but 11th and 17th, all things considered in this race. Good job by the team.
When you get to the FIA, you need to turn the car fully off. So kill the engine, wait 5 seconds, and then you can switch it completely off.
So there, once again, Charles Leclerc takes the checkered flag to the win. The sprint race, Verstappen, Norris each up 1 position. Liam Lawson drops 2. Lewis Hamilton up 7 positions to grab 5. George Russell, Piastri, Alonso, Stroll, and Yuki are your top 10, unfortunately. John Felix up 5 positions, finishes 11th. Couldn't quite catch Yuki, about a half second difference between the two of them. Sainz, Antonelli, Albon, Gasly, that's your top 15. Then Nico, our boy Prince Adam, up 1 to 17. Oliver Behrman up 4 to 18. Doohan, Ocon, Bortoletto drops 7. Isaac Hadjar drops 9 and finishes 22nd.
It's almost time for the Chinese Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
All right, here we go from Shanghai, Chinese Grand Prix. Prince Adam made it into the second round of qualifying. He started 14th, drops to 15th. John Felix 18th, he drops to 19th here as we start to filter through the first lap. John Felix finished 11th in the sprint race. Couldn't quite catch Yuki to take 10th. About a half second behind him in the end.
No, hopped on.
Now John Felix dropping to 20th. But as we said in the sprint, we feel like we got a pretty good car. Prince Adam 15, really surprised by that because he does not have the newest version of the car. He's missing out. The current car for John Felix has level 3 underfloor and a level 2 suspension. And there you see Behrman getting past Felix for the moment. Adam has a second level suspension. So he is doing a great job in the sprint and a great job here in this one right now. We've got a crash. John Felix still sitting in 21st, but he is right behind Behrman. Let's check in with him. John Felix going to work on Behrman. He gets 20th out of that. He's got Gasly right there, though Behrman's not going away. Felix looking at Gasly right now. Bortoletto is right there as well. He was gaining on Gasly. Gasly cut him off, switches to the left. Gonna get him. Can he hold it in the turn though? And he does. John Felix into 19. Bortoletto just under a second and a half ahead of him. Ewan cuts him off on that one. See if he can beat him into this turn. And he takes 18th from Dewan. Bortoletto sitting 17th, less than a second ahead. Adam 16, Felix 18. After both drivers just dropped a few places after the start of the race, starting to work their way back up through the pack. Right on Hulkenberg as well, trying to get past Nico, move into 15th. Adam with the push, didn't quite have it. Now he's gaining on him. We'll get into that turn ahead of him and take 15th. John Felix moves past Bortoletto.
Have a look at that.
Take a look at Adam getting Hulkenberg.
Closely here. And they squeeze by. And that sees them move to 15th.
So he has got DRS this time.
Here we go, making the move past Hadjar. We'll get into that turn ahead and move into 14th. Carlos Sainz with a big 6-second lead from 14 to 13, but we are sliding into
We are
14th.
ready.
Adam is definitely overachieving in this one.
There are opportunities ahead.
All right, Lance Stroll gets past John Felix. Adam into pit lane. Carlos Sainz in with him.
Sainz medium.
Here we go. We need a good stop, boys. Not a great stop. Not a disaster. We'll see where this gets us.
Sainz is next.
All right, out in 15. There you see the team waiting for him. We're going to go to hard tires. 2.684. We'll take that. That's not a bad job. He will drop to 17th when he comes out.
Currently, that is P17.
But that's not too bad. All things considered, not too bad. So he is on hard tires,
1.1.
and he is going to try to run this thing out on those hard tires. Adam, on the other hand, we've been pushing these tires a little bit. He's up to 14th. Still a pretty good gap to Albon. But we might be able to set ourselves up for a late push in this race. We've been running as high as 12th and 13th. Cars have been able to move up through the pack a bit. So we'll see what we've got here as we reach just about the halfway point. Let's jump down in with John Felix. He's taking Hadjar. Moving up into 16th spot.
Stable.
Starting to gain some of that ground he lost in that pit stop. On the mediums, get him out of there. 2.643.
He should be clear on exits. Should be clear on exits.
2.643. Nice job. Comes out of pit lane. 15th position.
Sainz car ahead. Hulkenberg is the car behind. At the end of this lap, there's 16 laps to go of the race.
Lift off end of straight. It has DRS.
Carlos Sainz making his move. Gets him in that corner. John Felix made that same pass not too long ago on someone else. So John drops to 13. Sainz takes 12th.
Plenty to play for. Okay, the car behind is Albon.
yellow flag on the track. Virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car.
Signs has
Delta
crashed.
positive. Someone crash.
Well, that was a good one. So, all right, that'll put John Felix back into 12th. As Sainz is retired, Ocon and Hadjar both out of the race earlier. All right, with 3 laps to go, looking for some drama on the track. There's not much to be found. Lando Norris is about 2.5 seconds behind Max Verstappen for second place. 14-second gap between Verstappen and Leclerc. As we sit the JMTv Racing Team sitting 13 and 14. It would take a minor miracle
It's 4 laps to go.
for Felix to catch Albon. So we'll hang up here as Norris, Lando's got it down under a second. He's got Max in front of him. Top 5, Leclerc, Verstappen, Norris, Hamilton, Lawson. Here goes Lando trying to get past Verstappen. And he gets into the corner and takes second place. So, chasing down Yuki here on the final lap. Let's look at this. Prince Adam is just a second and a half, less than a second and a half behind John Felix.
Yeah, they're still 1.2. It's all okay. Okay, happy to lift and coast.
Use overtake.
Let these guys run a little bit, have some, hopefully, fun.
Lots of energy if you need
But
it.
Adam has really driven the heck out of this car today. Felix at 13, not a bad spot for him. We'll be happy to have 2 cars in the top 15.
How these tyres are
Here you-
feeling for you now?
As we said, more improvements in the John Felix car than the Adam car. And
That's Leclerc. Charles
Leclerc takes the
is
checker.
today's winner.
takes the checkered flag. Norris, Verstappen, Hamilton should be crossing shortly. But for our team, we're watching Adam try to run down his teammate. Take 13th. Here he goes.
Okay, so keep going.
Run until the end. And there's Adam sliding into 13th.
We have low battery. That is the checkered flag.
And I would say a
30.
proper finish. As Adam really drove the heck out of that car.
Well done.
Takes his teammate John Felix on the last turn of the last lap. And finishes 13.
Take the pickup where you can.
John Felix 14. And that'll do it from
That's
Shanghai.
A checkered flag. That's P40.
Tough race, Sam.
As always, there will be lots to talk about after that race, including the performance from the driver currently on our screens.
A 14th place finish today, no points and lots to think about.
Out and onto the podium steps Charles Leclerc, the driver from Monaco, really deserving of that top 3 spot.
That takes him up to 3 wins this season. They proved just so hard to beat.
All right, so here you go. Here's your final standings from the Chinese Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc picks up 25 points, up 2 positions to take the win. Lando Norris up 2, finishes 2nd. Max Verstappen 3rd. Lewis Hamilton drops 3 to finish 4th. Liam Lawson, George Russell 5th and 6th. Piastri up 1 to 7th. Alonso up 1 to 8th. Yuki drops 2 down to 9th and 10th. Up 1 is Lance Stroll. 11 would be Kimi Antonelli down 1. Alex Albon 12th. Prince Adam 13th. John Felix 14th, up 4 to finish 14th. Then you have Nico, Behrman, Gasly, Bortoletto, Doohan, and then Sainz, Ocon, and Hadjar all out of the race with mechanical issues. Take a look at your driver standings. Charles Leclerc, 3 race wins already, 5 podiums, 2 fastest laps. He's having a heck of a season. He has 118 points. Max Verstappen not too far behind though. Max with 2 wins and 4 podiums, 2 pole positions. So Ferrari, Charles Leclerc in first, Max Verstappen, Red Bull in second. Lando Norris moves up a spot to number 3. Hamilton drops down to 4th, and Liam Lawson running 5th. Liam Lawson, no wins, no podiums, but he is just steadily in that top 5, 6, pretty much every race. All right, so just post-race, you see both drivers there, John Felix, Prince Adam. Both had very respectable days, as I said multiple times. Prince Adam just drove the heck out of that car today because he had the lesser of the 2 cars. Very good, respectable showing. John Felix finished 11th in the sprint and then 14th in the Grand Prix. Prince Adam taking him on the last lap, I believe, to take 13th away from him. But good competition, good runs for both drivers. Do appreciate you hanging out. And if you're still here at the end of this thing, hit like, subscribe, help support the channel. We are currently live streaming Formula One Manager on Thursday afternoons at 1:30. We go for about 2.5 hours. And so you can see live racing on that stream. Judgemetaltv is the Twitch channel. And you can also check us out here, where you're currently watching us on YouTube. And there is a Facebook page, which is basically just whatever interests me in the news, music news, racing games, things like that. Whatever's going on, Formula One stuff, we post all that there. So Judge Metal on Facebook as well. All right, well, thank you again for hanging out. Appreciate your time. And you have a great day. We'll see you in the next episode.
And please subscribe to my dad. Hit the like button.